Imagine coming across a diary from someone living more than 100 years ago and realizing they were going through the exact same thing you are. Well, that's what happened to a University of Idaho student who found the journal of someone living through the 1918 flu pandemic. Idaho News 6 reporter Stephanie Garibay has more on what the voice from the past had to say.
When you think about somebody from 1918, you don't think about, being able to relate to them so much.
While working on a project on the 1918 flu pandemic, University of Idaho student Riley Hahn came across the journal of Esther Thomas, a University of Idaho student quarantined in her apartment during the flu pandemic.
And it's something that I, as a college student today during this pandemic, can definitely relate to, that I know you see a lot of on social media and everywhere else right now.
Like many of us, Esther Thomas writes about not being able to go out and even having to wear a mask in public. But it was something else that made her upset, something we can all relate to.
And she writes about she actually got the flu at one point. It was just a really mild case, but she was stuck in bed and the doctor told her you can't have any friends come visit. And that was the thing she was most upset about, not that she was sick or that there were, potential complications, but she's just mad because her friends can't come by. So,
Esther started her entries after the University of Idaho gave journals to students as a way to preserve and document their experiences during the 1918 flu pandemic, a project similar to one the Idaho State Historical Society is currently working on, documenting Idahoans' experience throughout the coronavirus pandemic.
When we look back at this pandemic 100 years from now, we really want to be able to tell the story of everyday people.
Riley tells us her personal goal is to be able to research more about Esther's life after the flu pandemic.
It was so cool to be able to read a diary from so long ago and to get so much of the same feeling that you get today when you read like your friend's Twitter posts. It was all these short little bursts of very strong feelings that I think translate really well to 2020, even though they're from so long ago.
In Twin Falls, I'm Stephanie Garibay, Idaho News 6.